Hey guys, welcome to Fitness with Soyre. I'm Soyre at Patch 21 in Spencer, West Virginia. Today we're going over a real simple core workout. Throughout all of this, you're going to hold these for seconds. So time intervals, you can do 10, 15, 20. I'm going to be holding them through 10 through 20 seconds. But if you want to go 30 through 40 or even longer, that's up to you. Throughout this whole workout, go at your own pace, adjust to your own fitness level. So if you can't do as well as someone else, or if you just if the pain or burn is too intense throughout any point during this, just take it back a few notches. It's always better to do too little than too much. Because if you do too much, you can hurt yourself, and instead of improving, you're going back a few steps. So to warm up, we're going to start with a few stretches. We're going to start with side lunges, and we're going to hold these for about 10, 20 seconds. And so side lunges is you're just standing stationary, and you go lunge to one side, lean to one side. Keep both of your feet planted, and if you want to keep both your toes facing forward too. So whatever direction you're facing, that's where your toes should be facing, and you should be leaning as far as you can go on one side. If you want to rest your arm on the bent leg, you can. If you want to just have them up, that also works. Don't slouch over when you're doing this though. Try to keep your back straight, your chest up. And once again, go as far as you can. So if you can only go here, that works. If you can go further than this, that also works. Just adjust to your own fitness level. And then we're going to hold it for a few more seconds. But now we're going to do the same thing, just on the other side. So now I'm lunging to my left. My toes are still facing forward, but I'm lunging to the left. I'm resting my forearm on the bent leg. My chest is up. And I'm going to hold it for about 15 seconds. Ooh, hold on. Now I'm going to hold it for about 15 seconds. If you get shaky, that's alright. You're pushing yourself to your limit. Just remember you're warming up here, so you don't want to get too shaky. But now we're going to do regular lunges. So we're not going through our sides. We're just going to be facing one direction, and we're lunging that direction. So I'm facing to my right now, and I'm lunging to my right. If you want, on this one, I always lift the back of my heel just a little bit. If you want to keep it planted, that works too. But you're just lunging forward. Once again, keep your torso straight up, your chest up, and then if you want to, if you're like lunging really far, you can have your arms resting on your knee yet again. But I'm not going to do that here. And these are just stationary. These are more static stretches. If you want to do these more dynamic, you'll be walking in line when you do them. But now I'm switching sides. My left side is, I don't know why, but it's just a little bit more tighter. So I need to stretch a little bit longer. But that's just on me. But so if you notice I'm doing it a little bit different than on the right side, it's just because that's how my body works. If yours could work differently, yours could work exactly the same. Everyone's different though. So now we're gonna do side bends, and that's you're just standing up, and then you're basically gonna make your body into a rainbow. That's the best way I can describe it. You can hold your hands or keep them straight out above your head, but you're just leaning to one side. You're bending your body to one side basically. If you notice, my hip goes the opposite direction that my arms go, and just so I can get more of a bend in my body, basically. Yep. You should feel it basically. You should feel it all along this your outer side. So the inner is the side facing the ground, outer is the one facing the sky, basically, the opposite direction, or the way you're bending, I guess. Now we're going to do same concept, different sides. Once again, hold your hands if you want. If you don't want to, just have your arms out like that. That works too. Now we're going to do toe touches. If you can do these where your legs are together. You can do them where your legs are apart. It's up to you. And for these, you don't have to touch your toes. I struggle touching my toes. personally. But if you can't touch your toes, go for it. If you can touch the ground, that's awesome. Go for that too. But if you can only go halfway up your shin or even closer to your knees, that works too. Just do whatever is best for you, because not everyone can touch the ground. Like I said, I can't touch the ground myself. I can't touch my toes. I'm not that flexible. But go as far as you can without bending your knee. So if you can only go to your ankle, that works. Like I said, halfway up your shin, just where it works for you. So next we're going to just do a plank. For the plank, we're going to do for 20 to 30 seconds. I'm going to do it for roughly 20 though. And yeah, we're just going right into it. So you're getting on the ground. And I'm not going to do a straight arm plank. I'm just doing a regular plank. And you're going to hold it for, like I said, I'm going to hold it for 20 seconds. If you want to join me, you can. If you want to hold it for 30, 40, or 50 even, go for it. But I'm only going to do it for 20. Remember to breathe while you're doing it though, so breathe in, and then breathe out. A few more seconds. That was your warm-up done. Now we're going to do exercises. So our first one, I don't know why I stand up, you need to be on the ground still. Our first one is going to do, it's called bird dogs. And I'm sorry, at the beginning, I said we're going to do time intervals for all of these. I was mistaken. Our warm-up is time intervals. Our actual exercise, our workout for today, we're doing alternating sides, and then we're going to do 1 time intervals. So the first one is called bird dogs, and you can do these for 10 on each side, 5 on each side, 15, 20, 30 if you want. I'm going to do it for roughly 10 on each side. If I lose count, I lose count, but I'm trying to do the same amount on each side. That way, you're getting a full workout, and you don't want to do like 5 on one side and 10 on the other. You're going to be disproportionate that way, and you don't want that to happen. So to do bird dogs, you're just getting on all fours like this, and you're going to reach your right arm out, and then your left leg is kicking back, and you're putting it back down, switching sides, same concept, but now my left arm is out, my right leg is back, and you're just going to keep alternating sides. If you want to have your head up a bit when you do this, that's good. If you're a little shaky and want to get like more balance, I guess, keep your head down. I find it easier to find a focus point with my head down personally, but if you can find one when you're with your head up, that works too. And like I said, you're just going to keep alternating sides. If you want to hold it for a second like this, and then put it back down, that works too. That'll be a little bit more advanced though, so if you're more of a beginner, and you're new to this, you can just keep alternating sides, so you don't have to hold it. But I'm going to do 2 more on each side. And this works on your balance too. So like I said, if you have trouble with your balance, that'll be awesome. But if you need to make sure you have a focus point, because if you don't have a focus point, you'll get all shaky, lopsided, you can lose your balance and fall over. Alright, so next up, we're going to do dead bugs. And dead bugs, you're going to be laying on your back. And then your arms and your legs are going to be in the air. And you're going to lower one side and raise it back up and then switch. So now, right now, my right arm, my right leg is straight out. They're coming back up. Now it's my left side, straight down, like straight out. And they're just going to keep alternating. Remember, breathe while you're doing this. So breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, and then breathe out. If you want to hold it for a second and then bring it back up, that works too. Once again though, that'll be for more advanced, more people that are accustomed to this. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't hold it for a second or two. But I'm going to do a few more on each side, and I'm going to call it good for this exercise. So that's our dead bugs. Next we're going to do flutter kicks. And flutter kicks, we're going to be laying on your back and you're going to be kicking your legs almost like you're swimming, or I guess riding a bike. Not really riding a bike though, sorry about that. You're just going to be like kicking your legs, fluttering them back and forth. So I'm laying on my back. My hands are either by my side or under my hips, wherever you prefer. And then you're just going to be fluttering, kicking. So if one leg is up, the other one should be down. But the goal is to not make them rest on the ground at all. They should be floating the whole time. And you're just fluttering, kicking. Now for these, you can do time intervals, or you can do 10 on each side. So one will be, for example, like, hold on. Yeah, that'll be 1. Then that'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if you want to do time intervals, you can do 10, 15, 20 seconds. See how many flutter kicks you can get, or you can do what I just showed you and count. So if once you just get start position, 1, 2, and so on, like how I just showed you. But next we're doing side planks, and side planks, these ones you can't do reps. I got my words mixed up there. You have to do time intervals for these. And so a side plank is you're planting your arm, bending it, planting it, and then you're lining your legs up. Let me get all the way on my mat. There we go. Lining your legs up, and you're just go prop yourself up. I've met people that put their other hand behind their ear, or just let it dangle, rest on their side. Whatever works for you. We're going to hold this for about 10 more seconds. So that was our left side. Our right side, I'm going to switch face the wall, do the exact same thing. That was my left side. If you wanted, I did that for 15 seconds. We're going to do my right side. I'm going to be facing the wall though, same exact concept. I'm going to do 15 seconds just like how I did my left side for 15 seconds. If you want to do it for longer, 20, 30, go ahead and do that. But I encourage you to join me. So I'm facing the wall. My right arm is planted, and I'm going up. Remember, breathe while you're doing this though, so breathe in, and then breathe out. But that was 15 seconds. Next we're going to do Spidermans. And so this you'll go into a stationary push-up position. So you act like you're about to do a push-up, but instead of going down, you're just going to lift one leg up and try to touch your elbow. If you can't, that's alright. So like I said, you're getting like this, and then you're going to just lift one leg up as far as you can. And you're just going to do that. Keep alternating. If you want to do time intervals, you can. But I'm going to do it for 10 on each side. Once again, I encourage you to join me. And if you want to make these a little bit harder, I'm not going to do this personally. But you can do push-ups, and as you go down, that knee will come up and try to touch your elbow. But like I said, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to do regular Spidermans, what I just showed you. And I encourage you to join me. So we're getting our hands straight up, and we're going to just go ahead and go now. Oops. Remember, breathe while you're doing this, so breathe in. but that should have been 10 on each side. I occasionally lose count while I'm doing the show. It happens. Just try to do the same amount on both sides though. I think that's all I have for you today. If you want to go ahead and do the cool down, you can do the same stretches we did to warm up with, or you can do some I've shown you in the past, or some you know on your you already knew previously. Whew. So go ahead and hydrate yourself, recatch your breath. But that's all we have for today. So thank you for joining me. I'm Sawyer. I'm coming from you at Patch 21 in Spencer, West Virginia. I hope to see you guys next time.